my special Frankfurt brand Fruity Pebbles candy bar. Yep, that's acceptable. Hello everyone. Welcome back to Undead Darlings following your favorite Vitamin DGR. We're back at it again. Obviously, as we get started, I hope that everyone takes a second to just, give me a little love. Give me a little jam. Get down tonight. No, I'm just joking. Wait, is there any music? Have any sound? Testing? Oh, there you go. Okay, cool. Got nervous for a second. Yeah, before we get started, you guys, YouTube, come on, man. I'm really trying. I know you guys just tune in for like maybe 3 seconds, but I'm trying some good quality gameplay here. Don't you think that I'm kind of original? And if I'm not original, then I'll be a monkey zuckle. But come on, give me some love. Hit that like button. Give me a subscribe. That way I know I'm doing the right thing. You guys on Twitch? Actually, I need to talk to my Twitch crowd. What are you guys doing, Twitch? You guys doing all right? You guys hanging in there? You guys feeling some good, well, actually, I don't know what time it is of the year here for... It's over November, and it's freaking cold over here. But I hope you guys are well. Hope you guys are warm. Maybe sit back, relax, get a nice thing of hot cocoa, and come relax with a good old Vitamin DGR visual novel. For those that want to recap of our last episode, I explored the dungeon. I got to romance the girls. I got to explore the dungeon. Alright, and now we're caught up. And as promised, we are going to be dealing with the boss fight, because this pink cupcake, I remember, is boss fight specifically. So I'm just going to OCD save here. Because you never know. Yes, Twitch, thank you for notifying me. Oh, right, I didn't do my whole thing. Yeah, as stated, and I know I've been a broken record, but obviously if you wish more content, things like this, then hit that like, you gotta hit that bell, you gotta subscribe to me, so that way I know that you guys get quality entertainment each and every time. I do try to do these visual novels Friday. I stream almost every night, daytime if I get the chance. Obviously first dibs on Twitch, second dibs maybe a week or two after on YouTube, but you both get the same amount of quality, you both get the same amount of vitamins, so there you go. Please give me some love, and I'm grateful, and I love you all. Thanks for very much. I'll see you guys next episode. Nah, I'm just kidding. Let's get to this.
Here goes.
What the heck is that? What is this boss music? Huh. Alright, whatever. Let's see. Well, I don't know what you're weak to, so I'm gonna whack you. And I will burn you. No, electrocute you.
Ow!
And as usual, you love Jordan. Alright, not electricity. And thanks, Pearl. Well, I gotta try the ice. I'll try ice. I'll try fire.
I'll get ya.
Alright, it's weak to fire.
Get away!
Which means ice probably isn't doing much. Oh, okay, cool. Alright, you're weak to fire. But I need to try physical attacks. Meanwhile, you're just gonna be burning continuously.
Ah!
You're good. You got this.
Now you're gonna get it.
Okay, physical attacks don't do much. God, what can you do? Oh, we can do that macro. That should do stuff. Yeah, there we go. We could just keep doing that. Rinse and repeat. Which means, now that I have 2.0, this should do a lot of damage, right? Ow! Yeah! Oh man, it's worth building up those macros. Holy moly. I'll have to remember that one. People are like, well, that was easy. Well, I mean, it's not really been so far. But you guys got a much needed healing. Alright, I feel like that's an event, so as usual, OCD save, because you can never be too careful. Would you like to overwrite your save file? Yes, I would. Alright, here we go. Here we are, the evidence holding room. Maybe we'll find some kind of clue, or maybe the door has been unlocked this whole time.
I wouldn't be that dumb.
Oh, you got voices. Oh, I want to use my dumb voices. Alright, well I guess, as usual, I think I've stated this back in the earlier episodes. Sorry you're going to hear me unwrapping this other candy bar I have. Yeah, I'm going to be the voice of Reggie. So, sorry, I guess. After arriving at the evidence holding room, boy oh boy, is there evidence that someone was here. Wow, kinda made myself chuckle after that one. The wall next to the locked door has a number pad with the numbers 0 to 9 on it. Surrounding the keypad is a message written with what looks like permanent marker. Look at that. Obviously, you or someone else wrote on this wall to give us some kind of clue.
I guess. I don't remember writing it. Maybe my uncle or your dad wrote it without me.
On the wall is written the following. Private dicks only. Underneath that, to the left of the number pad, is written, that means no blank allowed.
My dad wouldn't write something like that.
Is this supposed to be a clue?
Don't look at me. I already told you I didn't write this.
It couldn't have been written on the wall before the world went to hell. Someone wanted to make sure that code was crackable.
I was supposed to be the only one to know it, so why?
Well, probably in case this exact situation happened? Or worse, if you didn't, you know.
Like I'd really lose to some stupid zombie disease and turn into a brainless blob of guts.
It's not about winning or losing.
Can we leave now? You two are totally leaving me out, as usual.
No! We must stay. I'm gonna take a stab at this.
Really? I mean, did you figure it out?
I have my ideas. Sorry, but I'll explain once I open this door. Get ready to be impressed. You Prancer says, yes, that's a word, your way to the number pad and punch in some numbers. With a satisfying beep, you hear the sound of the door's locking mechanism retract. You cast a proud glance back to Jordan, who crosses her arms and huffs out some ungrateful nonsense. At least she's consistent. Here we go.
All of us?
And what? Cram ourselves in a small room that locks from the outside? Just me, thanks.
Well, duh. I was just making sure.
Oh, was that a thing to get close to me? Aw. Okay, watch the door for me.
Wait!
What? Jordan has such a nervous look on her face. Whatever she stopped you for, she's about to ask something pretty important. Or so you think.
So tell us already.
And again, what?
You know,
She shuffles her feet, crosses and uncrosses her arms a few times, and takes a deep breath.
what was the code?
Oh, duh, it was 71826.
That's not what I was asking, and you know it.
Okay. Think about the clubhouse.
Yeah, I guess the writing on the wall is what your sign said.
Right, so fill in the blank with what's missing. Girls.
Right, with a Z. You thought it was so edgy that I started calling you Reggie.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. You chased him all over the yard calling him that. I had to make you stop because he started to cry.
He did, didn't he? And then you and I got together later and made fun of him for being such a crybaby.
I'm right here. Like, ouch. My male pride. Now I think you're both lying.
Now I remember our old letter number replacement code. We used 1 through 9 and 0 and looped them throughout the alphabet.
Yep. Sometimes it got annoying because the code would mean Sometimes it got annoying because the code could mean a couple different words. I actually had to get out a pen and paper like a heathen to code most of them. Jordan's smile is infectious. You are bombarded with memories you thought you had forgotten, times you spent with her, jokes told, secrets shared.
So, I mean, thanks, Reggie.
Huh?
Well, for... Never mind. I'm just glad I could prove to myself that my memory isn't deteriorating.
Okay. Enough of this bonding stuff. Time for you to go look inside, Reggie.
Jeez, tone down the jealousy there, Pearl.
Yeah, and make it quick.
God, turn down the sass, Jordan. You take a step inside the evidence holding room and feel as though you are transported to a different world. The inside is completely organized and untouched, proving it had been locked up tight throughout whatever ordeal the world had to face. As you look around at all the confiscated evidence for use in trials that will never occur, you observe a small jar with a piece of paper held fast to it with a rubber band. That must be it. You pick it up and look it over. There seems to be something written on the piece of paper wrapped around the jar, but it's too dark to read in here. As you exit, you pull the door closed behind you. The locking mechanism activates once again. Score!
Yep, that's it.
At least you remember what it looks like.
Come on! I just proved that my memory is fine.
Only because I solved your riddle.
Stop it! We should get back to Buck now, okay?
You're right, Pearl. Even though you really want to snap the rubber band off the bottle and into someone's eye, because, you know, that's a sane human thing to do, you figure that it's best to unveil your father's message when everyone is safe. You turn it over in your hands a few times before hurrying back to the main lobby. When you re-enter the lobby... Sorry, there's something about Buck just popping up with his face like, did y'all just have some fun without me? How dare you? When you re-enter the lobby, you see Buck with a shotgun at the ready and his back against the door opposite from where you entered. The door is being pushed from the other side.
Uh-oh, Reggie. This looks bad.
Huh?
Jordan, this is exactly why you shouldn't make Reggie run all these errands for you.
What? Who didn't want to be left behind again?
That's not my point. We didn't even realize it, but Buck's been doing his best to keep a horde of zombies trapped in that side of the building while we were out searching. We should have left someone else here to help him barricade the doors.
What? You and Jordan were so against splitting up.
Stay out of the catfight, kid. As you can see, I've had to use my brusque, manly physique to keep this door shut. If you're done, you better get back to my truck and haul our tasty asses out of here.
You triumphantly hold the cure over your head, expecting a fanfare of some sort to compliment your acquisition. Shoutouts to everyone who gets that reference. Nothing happens, so you return to your normal stance. Yeah, we got what we came for, so if Jordan doesn't need to pack anything...
No, I don't. I haven't really bothered to worry about my fashion or eating healthy after turning undead.
Well, that's perfect then. Come on, before these bastards break through the door and give me the old necrotic salute right up my brown star.
Gross. With a nod, you direct Pearl and Jordan toward the front door before taking up the rear. Once you make sure the two girls are safe, you motion for Buck to follow. Okay, let's go.
Hang on.
Buck fumbles around in a front vest pocket and pulls out his truck's keys. He tosses them to you. Oh, come on. Don't be a martyr. Let's go.
Say no damn sacrifice, kid. Use the key fob and let the girls into the truck first. We ain't gonna clamber around like numbnuts calling shotgun and all that.
Oh. You point the key fob at Buck's truck and press the unlock button twice. The truck's lights flash on and off to indicate the signal was received. The girls run to the truck and get inside without issue, as you have heroically unlocked it from afar. Heroically is quite the adjective to add to do in the circumstance. They're in. Satisfied?
Not yet.
Bulk holds out one hand. The keys? Really? Just come get them.
Damn it, kid. Fine. Let's do this.
Buck bursts away from the door, spinning on a heel and firing a shot as soon as the doors swing open to reveal one of the undead that comes lurching through. He pumps and fires again, while a herd of zombies begin to spurt in from the now open hallway like a nicked artery.
What you waiting for? An invitation? Run, damn it!
Don't rush me. This is a gentle stream. You turn and run out of the police station entrance towards the truck. You hop into the rear driver's side seat, reach to the front, and jam the keys into the ignition. Moments later, you hear Buck hoot some kind of gleeful holler. He slides across the hood of his truck and gets into the driver's seat. He jams the shotgun, muzzle side down, between his legs as the truck silently whirs to life, thanks to amazing hybrid technology, and actually contributes to the tension.
What the hell? Hurry up and start the truck! They're coming!
Relax. This is a hybrid. Technology, Grant.
How much you want to bet that later on, like throughout this run, we're gonna be like, yeah, this is a hybrid truck. It gets 50 miles to the gallon. It does all these things and then some. Wow, as if I'm psychic. I seriously hate your truck. With that, he guns the accelerator, and the four of you leave both the zombie herd and the police station behind. The sun is setting, and tomorrow promises to be a new day. You remove the rubber band from the jar and unfurl the piece of paper that was attached to it. It seems to be a map drawn by your father, accompanied with various... Hello, Mel. Welcomes. Accompanied with various short notes. How are you today, Mel, by the way? His cartography skills are unmistakable. Hey, check this out, you guys.
Let me see, Reggie.
You hand the map to Pearl, who grins when she sees it.
I know where this is.
Huh?
Look, it's a map of the city, and he circled this building. I'm pretty sure it's that big pharmaceutical company.
I'm doing okay. What about you? For those on YouTube wondering, lovely friend Mel just jumped into my chat. Don't worry, once I get my Elgato, you guys will be able to see chat as well, so just bear with me and my rants that you might get. Otherwise, Mel, I'm doing lovely. How about yourself? As I continue to do my various voice acting, quote-unquote, in this game.
The city, huh? That's a healthy drive from here. Lucky for you kids, I get great mileage.
10 miles to the gallon ain't great mileage, but alright. I remember that place. My dad would go there on business trips sometimes. Think he's trying to tell us that's where he is?
I bet he is! Isn't that great, Reggie?
Yeah, and this... You look at the jar and swirl its contents. It's about half full with a viscous orange liquid.
What do you got there, peen sol?
Really? It's pronounced pine sol. I get that you're trying to do an accent, but come on now. I'm just kidding. I somehow doubt it. If this is the cure, then...
Oh yeah! Are you gonna cure us now?
No. I mean, I don't know how much of this you need to take, or how to administer it. I don't want it to kill you. Again. It needs to be looked at by the pros, who can hopefully make more of it. Until then, I don't think we should even open this jar.
That makes enough sense to me.
Fine. I don't really mind since I don't get hungry or tired or anything anymore.
Really? Aww, I'm so hungry all the time. I could eat a live cow.
Don't say that around two humans. That's worrying. Pearl? See? Reggie agrees. Pearl?
I mean, a whole cow. I could eat a whole cow.
I don't think that's much better.
Whatever the case, we're going to the city. Get ready for a road trip. I've got to pull over somewhere in a few hours so we can get some rest.
Alright, that sounds good. The city, huh? I hope we find more survivors. Have you been there, Buck?
I came from the opposite direction, kid. I haven't seen a city with people in it for a while. I wouldn't get your hopes up.
Don't say that. I bet our families are safe and sound.
You stop yourself from being a realist, especially when a half-zombie starts talking about finding others alive. Because, as you know, zombies talking about people being alive is definitely the norm. It seems this journey has found its next destination, and all that must be done is find some way to get comfortable in Buck's economy class truck. Stop by and have a great stream. Aw, thank you, Mel. I appreciate it. Yeah, no worries. I just started recently, so I'm gonna hope it works out for me. But thank you for tuning in. Oh, save my game? Yes, absolutely. I shall oversave? Driving to Main Man Mall? Is that what it said? You awake to a soft sensation against your cheek and a bony sensation against your right arm. As you lift your face, you note that you have fallen asleep against and drooled a little bit on Pearl's shoulder. You turn your head to see that Jordan has pulled your arm against her chest, as if it were some kind of hugging pillow. Damn, I'm so jealous. Buck is already awake and outside of the truck. He has the hood propped open and is looking deep into the engine as if it were a dimensional rift acting as a peephole into something obscenely entertaining. Instead of waking up the girls, you slide your arm from Jordan's grip and place her head down on Pearl's lap. It's a pretty cute image that you're proud to have created, but one that doesn't really need highlighting, despite the fact that most of the people who are tuning into this would like to only see the cute girls. Shame, but woe was you. You exit the truck and approach Buck. Morning, Buck. Did you drop something down there? Oh, no voices anymore? Alright, fine. Oh, ha, kid. We got a few issues to deal with here is all. Like? Well, I got a leak in the fuel line, and we're plumb out of radiator coolant. I'm thinking I ran over too many undead before meeting you guys, and this is my just desserts. So we can finally ditch this plastic mess of a vehicle? I wouldn't say that. If I fix the fuel line and you get me some coolant, we could probably get her running again. Or, you know, we could piss on the radiator to cool it off every now and then. Sounds half-assed. Even half an ass has a hole, and as long as that works, it don't matter. What? Even half an ass has a hole, and as long as that works, it don't matter. Freaking God, Buck. That sounds half-assed too. The good news is that we're within walking distance of a few places that might have what we need to get moving. I'll stay here so I can work on the truck's fuel line and keep the undead away. Think you can find me some coolant? I guess. What places are around here? Lucky for your calves, I parked us in a mall's parking lot. there's a gas station across the street, and a mall looks open for business. Well, not legal business, but it ain't fortified or anything like that. So basically, these places have been abandoned, and you want me to loot them. You catch on quick, kid. Right. So go on, get moving. Okay. The gas station's just across the street. I guess that's the best place to look for some truck-related paraphernalia. I mean, duh, right? I always did my truck shopping at Sears myself. Sears? Wait, Sears as in Sears, S-E-A-R-S? Okay, guys, the references. I always did my truck shopping at Sears myself. I'd at least go into the mall first, but hey, what does Buck know except how to survive this garbage vulture of a reality? You hear a truck door open and close. Pearl steps around to the front of the truck, where you and Buck give her a morning greeting. Oh man, now I gotta bust out these voices. I heard we're at a shopping mall. You want to explore the shops too? I don't think it'll carry the same allure now. I know that. I want to help find supplies is all. And, like, maybe see if anything else catches my eye. Like, I don't know, a handsome, deep-voiced guy that, you know, could just use a bit more attention or something. I prioritize not being a zombie over window shopping. I mean, your legs. What? They're not getting hairy under my jeans, are they? I heard that your hair keeps growing even after you die, but I didn't think leg hair worked the same way. Ugh. That's an urban legend. Your existing hair is just getting pushed out of your skull, I think. Still, maybe it's reason enough for me to go and try to find a razor and shave my legs, and maybe get some foundation to give them a more alive color and... Man, this girl's a rambler. Can't concentrate on checking out my baby here. I can't help you, Buck. When she carries on like this, it means she's dead set on something. Ooh, too soon about the dead set bit, huh? My bad. That's right, Buck. Dead set. Fine. Just know that you'll be handling this exploration all by your lonesome. I ain't going in them yuppie stores. Aw, that's fine. I'm sure Reggie will come with me, right? What? I mean, shrug. You're supposed to say yes. Ugh. Alright, fine. If you want to check out the mall, then let's check out the mall. Don't run off and let some other human with a gun see you. That's so messed up. I wish I weren't a zombie. I forgot what I gave for Jordan, because I know it's her, and I forgot what voice I gave to her. At some point, I'm going to run out of voices and be like, oh, well, here we go. A truck door opens and closes again. By the process of elimination, as if there was really anybody else in this story, you expertly discern that Jordan has woken up as well. And how may me help Her Highness this morning? Is that supposed to be me? I heard Pearl was going to the mall. Leave the babysitting to me. I know how to keep her in line. Reggie already said he's coming, though. Well, I can't tell if you're more afraid of what Pearl will do to you if you switch with me, or what I'll do to you if you go anywhere with Pearl alone. It's 50-50. I don't know, Reggie. Remember what happened the last time you broke a promise with me? Was that when we were camping and you kicked him in the nards? Camping? Yeah. I mean, I can't remember too well, but I feel like something happened once with him, his balls, and camping. Maybe you mean the kid was caught pinching a tent, huh? What? No way. I was just telling you what I think I remember. I shouldn't laugh at you, but it's a pretty funny jumbled up memory. Wait, so what happened? Now I'm curious myself. Can we not make fun of me for once? Don't look at me. It was Pearl and Buck who were... Sorry, Jordan. If it makes it up to you, let's leave these two behind and look around, okay? In the end, I got my way. Whoa. Looks like you got a plan now, kid. Stick to it or stick it to them. Whatever you want. I ain't the cops. I'll follow them into the mall. After we know it's safe, then I'll figure out my next move. So we're not going to check out the... I thought you said the gas station was going to be a thing. Alright, whatever. You leave Buck's truck and watch as Pearl and Jordan skip ahead, despite their condition. Perhaps the temptation of free shopping excites even the most necrotic back to life. The mall's condition, however, is abundantly clear. Anywhere there was once a large sheet of glass is now a shabby death trap, with shards also littering the ground. Where you used to hear the sounds of BS corporate rock and auto-tuned pop stars and hidden speakers scattered throughout the bushes, you are now met with eerie silence. All that can be heard is a faint hum, indicating there may still be power coming into the building. Best not to take the elevators and test your luck, you figure. Pearl and Jordan rush into the main lobby, which is attached directly to the food court. You trudge in at your own pace behind them, just like old times. Is this the music to the mall? Ugh, I'm gonna hate this stage. Inside the lobby, where you were once greeted by a nice little indoor fountain that people would toss spare change into, there is now an empty, tiled recess. As if a shopping fairy would pop out of the unsanitized spring and grant the desires of those tossing change into her tiny lake. Maybe she give them a bottle of medicine that she can heal their wounds once, or toss them back a larger sum of mineral-shaped currency. I mean, come on. We clearly know what references we're making here. You guys gotta be able to get it. Really? Nobody? Very well, let's move on. The fountain has long since dried up, and the tiles are in disrepair. Not a drop of water remains, but the coins have not been touched. The food court, visible beyond the fountain, has several tables and chairs missing, broken, or tossed on their sides. It does not seem as though any intense firefight broke out into this particular mall, although you would not be surprised to find other malls victimized by such violence. As you approach, Pearl turns to you with a smile.
Isn't this neat, Reggie? We have the mall all to ourselves.
It's certainly a different atmosphere like this.
So what are you gonna do?
I'll check out a few places for supplies in a bit. Are you two gonna look around? If you plan on babysitting us, don't bother. We'll be fine.
Don't be so cold, Jordan. Reggie's just looking out for us because he loves us so much, right?
I don't want you getting shot by a scared survivor. If that's love, then sure.
Yikes. I said love, didn't I? Oh, jeez. Sometimes my mouth works faster than my brain. I can't believe that was the first time I...
Pearl, you're being creepy. Let's just leave Reggie alone. We haven't had much of a chance to talk to each other alone, so don't you want to look around a bit and talk to the food court until he's done?
Is it okay to leave him unprotected, though?
It's fine, Pearl. Really. You two catch up. It'll be alright, and I'll come get you if it looks like we'll need to brave an unsafe area. See, he doesn't want to shop with you. Let's go, Pearl.
Aw, boo. Fine. Reggie, you better not go and steal anything gross like more of those Iggy Bustler magazines I found under your mattress.
What?
Ha ha ha. What a loser. You got busted again.
Shut up! The other time was from years ago. The statute of limitations is up, so you can't count that one anymore. Duh. Anyway, it seems safe enough here, so I'm going to check out that gas station. Oh, I thought you said you were going to check out the gas station. I'm going to check out that gas station. Let's meet up later. Actually, I kind of prefer the mall. Like, the mall's usually better. Like, there's going to be tons of materials and scrap. Whatever.
Okay. See you, Reggie.
With a quick smile and wave. Boys. Penguin's reference. Jordan takes Pearl by the arm and drags her to a table where they can talk in peace. You glance around the food court for a bit before the urge to eavesdrop on Pearl and Jordan becomes too strong to ignore. Even though you said you were going to the gas station, the promise of gossip between your two closest childhood friends is too tempting to pass up. I wonder what they're talking about. You could be a gentleman and ask, but everyone knows that you won't, so you go ahead and get within earshot and then act as though something else has your interest. Perhaps the nest of rats in this fast food joint's deep fryer. That's disgusting. At least they're not zombie rats, I guess.
So that's why it's considered one of the better horror movies.
I need to seriously establish voices for these. Like, I know my normal voice is for Reggie. I can do a southern voice for Buck.
And I can do a simpler, high-pitched voice for Pearl.
But I gotta figure out Jordan.
I can talk like this.
No, that doesn't feel like Jordan.
I guess whatever, I'll just talk like this and be like Surly, so I guess this will be Jordan's voice. And I hope that somebody in the chat, reminds me, because odds are I'm probably gonna forget. Okay, you know I hate that kind of violence, but it wasn't glorifying it. I guess I can appreciate it.
You're the same as ever. You'll cave in and abandon your opinion as soon as someone gives an explanation.
What? Wait, were you lying to me?
Of course I was. That movie was garbage torture porn. Nobody liked the series after Nobody liked the series after the, second one.
Jeez, Jordan. Fine, then I stand by my original opinion.
No, I was lying that time. It actually is one of the better ones.
What? Jordan, come on.
How many times? If I had a nickel for every time she says what?
What? Jordan, come on. I don't know what to believe anymore.
See, that counts as what? That's my point. Believe in your own opinion. Who cares what someone else thinks? Like what you like and let them like what they like. Like how you guys should be liking this video. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
Maybe Reggie was right when he said your boob fat ended up being used for brain fat instead.
You wince and whisper to yourself. Oops, I did say that one time, didn't I? What's the rat family up to? Oh, just as you thought. Still dead.
He would say something like that. Not like it bothers me. You really do seem pretty unfazed. Because I am. Hey, did I mention how cute your new hairstyle is?
Ooh, wow, my voice just cracked at that one. Ugh, gosh. You guys and viewers, my patience, how can you guys do like high-pitched voices? And I'm not just talking about like, well, ladies and gentlemen in general, like how high can your voices reach? Because I need to take a sip. I just can't do it. Oh, that's a peculiar flavor. For those wondering, I'm drinking this Gatorade Thirst Quencher Limited Edition Citrus Kick. I don't know how I feel about it. Probably the fact that I'm also eating this Fruity Pebbles candy bar. There's a lot of sugar I'm consuming. I don't know what's gonna happen. So we're gonna find out together.
Since when do you tie it up like this? Finally noticed, huh? I did this after one of the fully changed Undead grabbed at my hair and ripped a stupid amount out.
Ouch.
You didn't want to just cut it short? Are you kidding? Have you seen how it looks on me? I mean, you just asked about my hair, didn't you? What I mean is, this looks pretty good. No use changing a good thing, you know. But I would have asked the same thing a lot sooner if you just cut it short.
I don't know why I said just.
Whatever. I said this looks good, so that's why it's staying. Okay. What would your fans think, though? Were you able to get your site back online after the incident? The incident? Don't you, remember? I remember a couple of incidents. Just, trying to remember when I got on the site last. But it's not like I forgot the name of my website or anything. That'd be silly, right? I mean, what a random thing to suddenly forget. The nervous giggle lying behind...
Seriously, come on, Vitamin.
The nervous giggle lying beneath her every word. You know immediately that Jordan is baiting Pearl to say the website's name for her. Yeah. Horsefeed is...
Horsefeed. Horsefeed. What is that a reference to? I feel like I should know that. Why is that? Why can I not think about it? Whatever.
Yeah. Horsefeed is pretty tough to forget. Your videos were super cute. Shouting lists of things you like and arguing with yourself about movies. Right? Super cute, huh? I think I was going for a whistleblower sleuth identity. Or making some kind of mockumentary meta-film series. You're so silly when you say stuff like that. What's that supposed to mean? It's like you want to be a character in one of those cheesy cult movies you and Reggie love so much. Oh, here we go. Don't whine to me about how we can quote awesome movies all day long. Out of the corner of your eye, you see a sly smile spread across Jordan's face. It's about time to get pulled into this argument, you feel. Watch this!
Oh.
Watch this. Hey, Reggie, mobile infantry may be the undead I am today.
Forget about it, Jordan. It's Zombie Town. The only good zombie is a dead zombie. You're tearing me apart, Jordan? Oh, boy. Alright, I don't know which one would be good. And unfortunately, it's to the save where I guess I could just fast forward. Oh, man. See, I did say last episode I would be like, okay, cool. From here on out, I'll just fast forward, reload the saves, and see what's better. Unfortunately, I think it's been a good second since I've saved. So I don't know. Oh my god. This candy bar is not right. I gotta stop eating this. I definitely taste the fruity. But I think my teeth are really tasting the pebble. Let me see. The only good zombie is a dead zombie. That's what I just said.
Lame. He totally messed it up, didn't he? Heh. Nope. That pretty much nailed it. Face it, Pearl. Movies are awesome to watch together. Oh, boo! Reggie, you watch too many movies.
Yeah, movies kick ass.
Yep. Watching them together gives friends entertaining memories to share. Or you could, like, I don't know, go out and make memories by actually doing things.
Ugh, are you kidding me? Me, of all people? The Vitamin DGR? Going out and having a life? That takes some serious effort and planning. Movies are only half a button. Movies are only half a dozen button clicks away. Or were.
You are so lazy. Why did I even bother to watch over you all this time?
Whoa, that's some pretty dramatic backlash. Let's change the subject, shall we?
Fine.
So about Buck. Oh, I didn't get a heart. Maybe that was a bad choice. Darn it. So about Buck.
Anything but that. Reggie, I don't care about that guy.
Jordan looks away and mutters to herself. Gee, I wonder why.
Sorry, what?
I said... Oh, Crap.
It's not like I'm clingy.
Yeah, that sounds funny. Or, no, so cream corn. If I get a heart from this... I hope I get a heart from this. Let me tell you about a can of cream corn I found. Yuck. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yuck. I hate cream corn.
Really? I use it as an...
Come on. See, I knew it. I knew this was going to go this way.
Really? I use it as a base in some of my stews. You always gobble those up, Jordan.
But because I couldn't taste it. There's no way I'd ever eat a can of the stuff straight. I'm just teasing you. I didn't find any. Jerk.
Yeah, Reggie. You got me all excited about cooking some food.
Sorry. From what I did see, there doesn't seem to be much food left in this place that hasn't spoiled.
I found a couple of things, but I thought we can save them for later. You know, as like a sort of reward when we fix Buck's truck.
Really? Did you find anything good?
No, just cream corn.
Ah! The three of you break down in laughter. There is a slight pause. I wonder if this could be your chance to talk with one of the girls alone. Huh. So here's what I'm thinking. If I fast forward through those scenes, you think I could get a better scene? Whatever. I'm gonna go for it. But I will make a separate save just in case. This place is called the Main Man Mall. You find yourself in the food court with Pearl and Jordan. Perhaps if you gather your courage, you could separate the two and have some time to talk with one of them alone. You glance between the girls and consider your options. Just walk away. I do want to see those other choices. But I don't know what would be better. These are actually Fruity Pebbles in this bar. Who thought of this? And what's weird is that... Okay, I'll have with you folks. I'm eating this Fruity Pebbles candy bar. And at first I'm like, oh man, this is disgusting. But as I'm eating, I was like, wait a minute. This actually hits. This actually hits nice. This isn't me trying to like butter up a deal to become like a spokesperson for freaking Fruity Pebbles candy bar. I'm being very honest when I say that at first this wasn't hitting. Now it's getting me in a weird way. I can see it. I can see it. Anywho, back to the game. I wonder if it'll let me do everyone or I gotta choose one. Let's go with Pearl. Hey Pearl, want to check out that fast food Cajun place?
I thought you did already.
Well, no. I'm so used to someone standing outside of it handing out samples, I didn't bother to check inside.
Bourbon chicken. Okay, let's go.
Actually, that sounds banging.
What about me?
You and Pearl wave goodbye to a confused and ostracized Jordan. That's very funny and very messed up. Before trapezing off to one of the run-down food court restaurants and working your way behind the counter.
It's more exciting to explore together, huh?
Oh, if you could talk, then just talk. Don't. It hurts. Whatever, cool. That gives me more excuse to munch on my bar. No denying that. This is like our own expedition into the heart of darkness.
It's so like you to make such a simple thing sound grand.
And I would argue that it's not every day you can explore an abandoned mall.
Yep, I guess you're right. This is still new to you. Still safe.
Oh. What would Pearl like? Me apologize? Still fun? No, she wouldn't say that. You know what? Sorry, that was insensitive of me. I'm sorry, Pearl. That was insensitive of me, huh?
Oh, no, not at all. It just made me think about when it happened.
When what happened? This whole outbreak?
Not exactly. I guess you could call it, my outbreak?
I see. Honestly, I'd almost forgot about it, since you're the same Pearl as all we've known, just deader.
You probably say that to all the zombies.
Just the zombies that I want to get with. Heyo! Nah, I'm sorry. Sorry.
If it's okay with you, can I tell you what happened?
You're asking? Why?
Well, it might help me to talk about it with you. If you don't want to know something so gross, I understand.
Don't say that. I'm here for you. If you want to talk about it, let's talk. Like we always did. We're gonna find out how Pearl became zombie? Oh, this is about to be rough, isn't it?
Like we always did.
Yeah, lay it on me.
Alright, here I go.
Don't worry, it won't gross me out. Maybe my audience, but I know that they're good people, so go for it.
Are you sure?
Nope. I play violent video games. Therefore, I'm desensitized to all things gory. Seriously, if you want to gross me out, it'd have to be...
One zombie tore the skin on my left arm to bits, and another one bit the skin off at my right palm and then ripped it halfway to my elbow with its teeth.
Whoa. Whoa.
It hurts so bad, Reggie. It hurts so bad.
Pearl begins to cry. Rather, you can see tears trying to fall from her eyes, but the lack of moisture in her rotting body seems to prevent anything more. Still, for it to cause even an undead to grow teary-eyed, it must have been an utterly traumatic experience. Oh, Pearl,
No, let me finish. It happened when I left your house and went back over to mine. I just wanted to get a few more cans of food. It shouldn't have taken more than 5 minutes. But I opened my front door too casually. I was grabbed and pulled inside before I could think to scream. There was a second one inside that grabbed my other arm as I flailed it around like a fly caught in a trap. Your dad found me a few minutes later. He got rid of the things that attacked me, and he dressed my wounds.
She holds up her heavily bandaged arms, which you all can clearly see.
Or, at least, he did what he could with what remained in our houses. None of the hospitals or doctor's offices were safe.
And after he saw that you didn't turn completely...
That's when he first brought up the idea of leaving. It sounds cruel, but he said that I was no longer in danger, so it would be fine to leave me here alone with you. Besides, he said it's not like I can die twice.
Pearl tries to force a laugh, but it comes out as a scoff. I'm really sorry. He has a way with words, doesn't he?
He also said you'd be lucky if I were the one who ended up eating you.
Yep, a real way with words, that one. Feel better?
Yeah. Thanks, Reggie.
You both resume searching the Cajun fast food joint, clambering around debris and teaming up to get a fridge that turns out to be empty.
Guess that's it for this place.
Hey, Pearl. I really, really want to say it. I really, really want to say it. And I know normally games like this, or like say, what's the example, like Persona, they always give the funny choice that you don't say, you really shouldn't say. But I'm gonna say it. You've got rice on your face. Must have gotten stuck when you wiped your mouth after touching those old pots and pans.
Oh! How embarrassing!
Pearl wipes at her mouth, but misses the rice completely. After seeing you shake your head, she slaps at her face with vigor. No dice. Here, I'll get it. You remove the rice from Pearl's face with a tender pinch. She smiles. You smile.
Thank you, Reggie.
That was the right choice, I assume. I'm gonna say it right now, because I have a funny feeling this may come to a point like this. Later on, I really want to get you guys' opinion. My viewers, my patients. Not patience as in my gentle, wait my time patience. Patience as in I refer to you guys, my viewers. For the choices where, like, it saves and there's a lot of dialogue and then there's the choices, do you prefer me to just move on with the story? Or do you want me to replay it to show the things? Because right now what I'm thinking is I will continue on, and then I am curious to see what the other choices are, so I'll rock this, but if it gets to a point where it's like, oh, people really want to see the other potential scenarios, then by all means, I can make separate saves and reload the old ones, and then just go back to it. I don't mind doing that at all, because I'm personally invested in seeing what all the other choices are. For now, I'm going to move on, but I just want to toss that at you, for you guys. Let's see what everyone else is up to. And by everyone else, I mean just basically Jordan, because Buck's not here. Because he doesn't want to be near those yuppie stools.
Okay.
You find yourself in the... Oh! Yeah, this is this. Okay, so now I can do Jordan. Can I save? I can't save. Wow, it doesn't let me save, huh? Nope, pressed all the buttons. Alright, well, whatever. Let's get Jordan. Hey, Jordan, you have a minute? We're already talking, you idiot. No, I mean, just come with me, okay?
Reggie!
Pearl, please. I have to talk with her in private.
No secrets!
If it's so important to you, I guess I'll allow it. We'll be back, Pearl. Wait here.
Oh, fine. Be that way.
I was just hanging out with you. We just had a tender moment. Come on, just give me like 10 minutes. You and Jurl. Did I really just say you and Jurl? Leave the pouting Jordan. Or leave the pouting Porton. What happened? You ever get that, folks, when you're reading and your mind just jumbles it up? That's fascinating. And funny. You and Jordan leave the pouting Pearl behind and move across the food court. The two of you wind up sitting by one of those freestanding carts that sold some kind of futuristic ice cream. You motion toward it with your thumb and grin. Hey, remember that stuff? Always got stuck to the roof of my mouth.
Gee, I can see why you so desperately needed to talk to me alone. If you wanted me to verbally roll my eyes at you, I would have been happy to oblige back there.
Alright. Let me get to the point. Huh. Then again, I am kind of curious about the Reggie. I feel like she might... Okay, so here's my thinking on this. I feel like she might be a bit sensitive about the whole secret code thing. Because she was really worried about her memory. And this... Yeah. Reggie, huh?
Yeah, I thought I was so clever.
And then you realize it sounds exactly the same as my normal name.
Didn't stop you from crying like a newborn when I kept chasing you around and shouting it. Do you remember when Pearl first heard me saying it? I bet you don't. You probably blocked it out since it was a major childhood trauma.
Give me a break. It was hardly traumatic, and yes, I do remember. You engage in your most accurate rendition of Pearl as possible.
Why do you keep saying Reggie's name, Jordan? He looks...
I should just do my normal bad impression of it.
Why do you keep saying Reggie's name, Jordan? He looks so confused. Just tell him what you want or I'll get mad.
I had to explain the joke to her, but even after I did, she still wasn't getting it at all.
Maybe the joke answers are the right choice, because I thought he would get like sensitive about the Reggie thing. And that was what she wanted to hear, so sweet.
I got so caught up in trying to describe it to her that we didn't notice you running away into your precious clubhouse.
And when I came back from it with a pencil and paper, we both took Pearl into the clubhouse and explained the joke in writing. It became some sort of stupid lecture, but you know how Pearl can get.
If she's not in on the joke, she gets really jealous. Oh, trust me, I know. Why else do you think she started calling you Reggie after that?
Because it's awesome.
I was never allowed to get a leg up on her.
Jordan's face suddenly turns as red as her hair. She averts her eyes again.
Anyway, it didn't have anything to do with you, so...
Instead of talking about how I don't matter to you, care to tell me how you and Pearl ended up separating? It may have been an involuntary undead reflex, but you feel as though Jordan's eye twitched after she heard this question.
Why does that matter?
Well, I guess it doesn't, but I'm curious to know why you left her alone to look after me. Another twitch. Now you know you're walking down the wrong path of interrogation, because the last thing you need a tsundere/contrarian type girl is more fuel for the fodder.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I feel like I'm stepping on a landmine here.
Because, of course, it was me who decided to leave poor Pearl all alone with you. You know what, Reggie? Maybe it's best that I do tell you.
Her tone... I don't like where this is going. Yeah, see? My thoughts exactly, buddy. Oh boy, here we go.
I don't know what she told you, but I was the first of the two of us to become... like this. And because she's actual family and not a hand-me-down like I am, My uncle talked with your dad about what to do with me after I got infected. To keep her safe.
Oh.
I mean, it would have just been devastating if she got infected because of me.
Her words drip so heavily with bitter sarcasm that your mouth involuntarily puckers. Don't tell me.
Hey, you asked. Her asshole dad took me to the station and locked me up. Left me to turn. Alone. Scared.
Jordan, why didn't Pearl say anything to me about that?
That's what we were talking about at the police station. She had no idea why they put me there. She thought my uncle and your dad did it because it was safe and secure.
Yeah, there's no way someone with Pearl's personality would ever want that, especially since she acted like a big sis. There's no way someone like Pearl would be like, I don't want her. She's infected and gross. Get it away. Or, no, I don't want her. She's infected and gross. Keep her at the station. Lock her up, Daddy. Like, yeah, you got it, girl. No, there's no way. Okay, so Pearl's... Oh, now I think about it. I think it was 2 episodes ago. We had a conversation. You guys remember... You guys watching my series, of course. You guys remember there was a point where Pearl, like, wasn't good at accuracy. There was a cutscene about it. And then Jordan was like, you need to talk about this with Pearl and figure this out. And then we talked to her, and she's like, oh, well, okay. Maybe I could just, like, imagine them like my dad. So clearly, unlike my dad, who may be kind of, like, funny, I guess he's a good father. Meanwhile, their dad, or at least specifically Pearl's dad, is, for lack of a better term, a grade A bona fide asshole. Thank you.
As you saw, it had been abandoned long before my arrival, let alone yours. I guess they just didn't want to bother telling her the dark realities of this new world.
I'm so sorry. Jordan is silent for once. Her gaze shifts downward. I should make a boob joke. Okay, here's my thinking. If I reach for her hand, I feel like she's like, don't touch me! I don't need your pity! Because she's stronger than that. Then again, I feel like I should say something, so not that. And, I don't know, I feel like looking around would be like... I feel like it'd be kind of rude, because like, okay, she's pouring her heart out, and you're just like... Oh man, oh gosh, look at that drinks sign in the background. Oh man. So with that logic, and not clearly at all because I'm a simple man that likes seeing the word boob, I'm gonna make a boob joke. If it makes you feel any better, there was a time when Pearl had smaller boobs than you. Jordan keeps her head tilted down, but her eyes glance up, searching for yours.
Nuh-uh.
It's true. She told me once how she had to stuff her bra for almost 6 months because you somehow hit a growth spurt before her. Or a boob spurt, or whatever you call it. She looks up at you, a small grin creeping across her face.
Pretty sure it's just called growing
thank
up.
God.
You're not messing with me, are you? She never told me that.
I hope I'm right with that logic. I guarantee you, there's probably like... Well, if anybody is watching this and knows it, there's probably one person that's like, I've done the ins and outs, I've done a speed run, 150% of Undead Darlings. And for that person, please leave me a comment on this video. Was that my right? Was my reasoning cool? Like, because I'll be honest. My very first instinct was to grab her hand and be like, it's gonna be okay. Because I feel like knowing me... Actually, who are we kidding? A lot of my friends know my personality... when some tough situations, I'm either gonna do one of two things. I'm either gonna make a really dumb joke just to, like, you know, lighten the mood, or I'm gonna try and console them with an embrace, because I'm a hugger by nature. I don't know. But I feel like you have to say something, right? In a world of zombies and things like that. Also, her father, or Pearl's father, is an asshole. Like, seriously. Sorry, I just had to rant on that real quick. Why would she? It takes away one of her most valuable pieces of ammo. What else could she tease you with if you knew that?
Maybe I should stuff just to make fun of her for stuffing. That'll teach her a lesson.
I'd like to see that. What? I mean, huh? How? Jordan flashes a mischievous smile. Uh-oh. What's that look for?
Check this out.
Jordan snags the table's red ketchup and yellow mustard bottles from under your nose and holds them up to her chest, with the tips pointing towards you. Oh, I got a cutscene for, or CG, an image for it. Wait, she's gonna stuff her bra with a ketchup and mustard bottle? Is that, like, comfortable? Whatever. I don't know.
Fearing a red and yellow squirt session directed at your face, you duck on instinct. When nothing happens, you return to your normal sitting position.
You should stick them inside your vest and see if anyone notices.
What? Do they make me look hot? I feel like I'm wearing those goofy cone bras from the 80s.
I don't get it, but I'm certain somebody watching this will get that reference.
She slides them under her vest for a moment, solidifying the image you had in your mind. Please tell me there's a CG for it.
Try to make fun of my chest now. I dare you.
If every boob joke comes with delicious condiments getting sprayed all over my face, I think I'll find a new source of humor.
Now Pearl's got nothing on me.
You get no argument from me as long as you're holding those.
Darn right.
And I don't get a CG. Oh, game, come on. I'm a simple man. I need the simple taste in life. Whatever. And don't make a taste joke like, oh, well, she was holding ketchup and mustard. There's your taste. I get it. I walked into that one.
After a moment more of giggling, her face turns somber once more.
Hey, Reggie?
What's up, Jordan?
Well, I mean, thanks, I guess.
Dang it. Boobs, man. They solve problems. Think about it. If we of the world, and I'm not just being like just girls' boob, guy boobs too. If we of people in society... I'm sorry. It's just so beautiful. I'm so sorry. You're welcome.
You're not gonna ask me what for?
Oh, am I supposed to? Why are you thanking me?
Jeez, you can be so stupid. I'm thanking you for letting me vent a bit, even though you were the one who wanted to talk. Be grateful for my thankfulness.
I am. We don't get this chance all too often. Normally you have to explain every joke to Pearl.
Yeah. And there you go, mentioning her again. Are you two dating?
No.
Then shut up about her. Forget it, I take it back. I'm unthanking you.
What? I can do something so cruel.
Shut up! I'm over it. See how over it I am?
Oh yeah, you clearly look over it with the classic anime anger veins emote on your head.
I'm gonna go rejoin the others. You can sit here and be stupid. It's not like I care, and I mean it this time.
Compared to other times.
Jordan stands up with such fervor that the chair she was sitting in flies back and falls over with a crash. You think you see her face turn a shade of red at the ruckus, but she grits her teeth and storms off without another word. That is by far the cutest thing I've seen and read this entire game.
Well, I mean, all that's left is just to walk away. Oh, I kind of like those cutscenes. Those are really cute. Oh, I guess, I mean, that's the point of having a separate save. I guess we'll just walk away. Guess I'll be off then. For real this time.
You take a deep breath, gather your thoughts, and head back outside toward the gas station.
Please let me save. Oh, thank God. I was just about to say, please let me save. I'll make a separate one, because maybe off camera I kind of want to, like, try the other choices. We'll see. Again, I'm interested if you guys want to see other choices, but we'll see.
You make your way over to the gas station. Perhaps it's because it was drilled into your head, such as the...
Oh, I don't know what I was reading. Excuse me.
Perhaps it was because it was drilled into your head since a very young age. You look both ways before crossing the street. Nothing is coming from either direction because clearly there's people out in the world, so you feel it is safe to cross. The gas station is in poor repair. I don't like the music that I'm hearing. It's rather ominous and creepy. All the pumps are missing, and the windows have been boarded shut from the inside. You decide to approach with caution, since this may indicate someone has made it their safe haven. They may be armed if they are still around. Maybe if they see you are by yourself, they'll be able to tell that you are human, and a pretty harmless one at that.
Oh, come on. That wasn't necessary.
No, really. Buck is a bigger threat when considering looks alone. He has a more intimidating demeanor and carries a shotgun around like he's overcompensating. The gas station clearly has no electricity and no power generator in sight. Perhaps if you locate one, along with a square crank, you may be able to drain a nearby pool and use a different crank to manually pump the aforementioned generator.
Sounds like a backtracking gimmick we can avoid, yeah, game. Something suddenly rips off one of the boards off a window facing you from inside the gas station's convenience store. Holy crap! You see the silhouette of someone inside. I can't read today! Oh my god! What is wrong with me? I've never been this bad. You see the silhouette of someone inside, and they bark out in a feminine voice.
Identify yourself!
Oh, we got voices! I don't know whose voice I heard, but it sounded familiar. What? I mean, why would you expose yourself like that?
Silence! I won't repeat myself. Are you friend or foe?
Whose voice is that? That sounds so familiar. I swear, I can't think of it. I think I need to hear more, like, talking, and maybe it'll come to me. Let's see. Silence, I won't repeat myself. Are you friend or foe? Well, time to use my simple guy brain. You sound pretty. Wow, you have a pretty voice. Can I get a closer look at the person yelling at me? Name's Reggie.
How dare you to be so boorish toward another simply because you fancy the pitch of their voice. Wait, why am I getting so riled up?
Is that... Oh my god, I know that voice actress. The way she said boorish, too, that's what tipped me off. Like, it feels like... Oh my god, I know this voice actress. No, I'm not looking it up. I know this voice actress. I need to hear a little bit more. Hello?
Silence! I have the advantage here, so you best do as I say. Understood?
I got it. She's... Oh my god, what's her name? She's the one that voices Haru in Persona 5. She also voices, Kurumo in Iruma-kun, the dub of Iruma-kun. Which I'm glad I remember that one. I know she voiced other stuff too. Oh my god, what the heck's her voice? I know her name. It'll come to me. Please, somebody tell me. I know her voice. I understand your words, but not the situation. Why are you so wound up over an unarmed suburban guy like myself walking towards a gas station?
I am not wound up. I am being rational and acting in my best interest. What are you expecting to get out of this exchange?
To know who your voice actress is before my temptation to look on my phone kicks in, because it's really, and I know I've heard her voice in other stuff too. I swear it. I think she was also in freaking wasn't she also in freaking FLCL? Fooly Cooly? I swear I'm going crazy. I know her. I know her stuff. Now it's an exchange. I don't have anything to offer, really.
I obviously meant exchange as in conversation. Our back and forth, etc.
Xanthi! Is her name Xanthi? Xanthi. I don't even know if I'm saying her name right. Xanthi. Oh, thank you, Xanthi Hune. Xanthi Hune, is that her name? I know it was something, because I was like, I try to like know more about voice actors and actresses, and I swear to you, I know I've recognized her voice before, and I don't want to be like, man, you just probably heard her a few times and you just look it up. No, I'm on it. I know I've heard her voice before and stuff. And okay, that's just an excuse for me to fangasm, I guess. But like, I know I've heard her voice and stuff before, and I'm like, oh man, I know I've heard it. I want to, like, I've heard Laura Post's voice before. I can't think of who voiced Pearl, but I swear I've heard like these people's voice before. I know Ben Diskin voiced Buck, because like he's got a very recognizable voice. And I know, like, I've heard her in other stuff. Like, for example, I know I'm gonna get, like, maybe, like, 2% of you guys. Actually, I'm sorry, I'm gonna rant real quick. You guys in the audience, my patience, hey, and I know why I remember her. Because I know I was thinking Haru from Persona, and I know I was thinking from Fooly Cooly, but I know what her voice, like, stuck to me more as. Because it was, the tone she said boorish was in such a way that I was like, I don't think I've heard it before. But, and I might be crazy on this, but there's, like, her tone also comes off a little, like, kind of, like, gentle, but, like, strong, if that makes sense. I don't know, I'm sorry, I don't mean to hold you guys up. Oh, well, I'm looking for a fuel hose and radiator coolant. I can't believe I'm getting people to just be subjected by my rants. If you guys don't mind, then cool, by all means. But I like to rant about nerd stuff here, so yeah, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of a lot of people, so sue me. Can I come in and look around? Unless you have your own car around here that I'm not seeing.
I need to think about it. You could be one of those half-zombies.
Now that I think about it, wasn't she also Altina in oh my god, I was playing it months ago. Cold Steel. Thank you. Altina Cold Steel. Thank you. I think that's all I got. Okay, no, enough ranting. Let's move on. So you know about them, huh? Don't sweat it. I'm pure, sweet human meat.
Sugared meats.
Huh?
Nothing. To answer your question, yes, I know about them.
But I definitely hear the horror. Like, and I know I'm not going to be another... Well, I mean, yeah, I know people that know me know I'm interested in Persona, yeah, blah, blah, blah. But clearly, like, guys, you can hear the horror. I love it. Great. So can I come in or not? You are answered with silence for what feels like several minutes. Then the window gets boarded back up. As you are about to turn around and leave, the door to the convenience store swings open, and a girl pops her head out. She looks around and then waves you inside. Please tell me I get to see her. As you step into the dark store, you can scarcely make out the girl who let you in. Oh. Wait. First, I would say, yeah, she does look kind of cute, but here's what's kind of catching me off guard. Is that a gash on the back of her neck? Oh, she's turned. She's like Pearl and Jordan. She's gone. I mean, she's there, but she's also not there. I like her eye, though. She has already retreated to the rear of the store and is staring out a window through the gap between boards, much like a cornered animal. You try to feel your way around in the limited light, but decide to stand still until your eyes adjust. Thanks. Any reason for the lack of light?
It's easier to avoid confrontation if you remain unseen, no?
What about nighttime?
Are you deaf? I locked the door, the windows are all boarded up, and...
I guess it doesn't matter. I'm glad I found someone else who survived whatever it is that happened. What's your name? Can you tell me more about how things got this way? She speaks in a hushed whisper, but you can still make out what she says.
Someone else who survived. I am Kairi Fujisaki. My father is the owner of this entire shopping district, so everything you see here belongs to my family. That's why I've been protecting it ever since
Oh, I think I know her personality type. Like, I think Pearl's like the sweet, like, I'll always love you. Gets jealous easily type. Jordan's definitely the tsundere contrarian, like, I don't love you, but I do kind of love you. She feels like the class president, like the rule follower, like the uppity, like high-tiered secretary that's like, you are clearly not worth my time until you have like a 4.0 GPA, you have a portfolio that manages my benefits, and otherwise. That kind of type, you know what I mean? I dig it. Okay. My father's the owner of this entire shopping district. Oh, she's rich? Oh, okay. As your eyes adjust, you begin to notice something amiss with the girl Kairi. At first dismissed as a trick of the low light, you now see that her skin truly is a pale, almost blue color. A mouth-shaped gash... Ugh. A mouth-shaped gash remains on her neck as a permanent reminder of the worst day of her life, and one of her eyes seems wrong. She's just like Pearl and Jordan. Oh, is it her right eye? Because I can only see her left eye. Ever since you turned into a zombie-human hybrid?
So you noticed.
It's kind of hard not to. How couldn't I? Come on. I've been traveling with two of my close friends who just so happen to have also become whatever it is a half-zombie is supposed to be. In my book, you're all pretty much human except for the cold, undead part.
In my book, the cold, undead part is all that I am now. I am no longer human. I will never make my family proud.
You should rethink your priorities. Pride could take a backseat to survival right now.
I suppose. One thing remains clear to me, though. No matter what happens to me or the world, society will need order to function.
I think I nailed her personality. Like, she feels like a rule follower. Order is all. She feels like, oh my god, what's the dude? I forget it. It's his name in Danganronpa. He's the super uppity rule follower guy. In the first one. Hey, Patience, can you, like, lay me on this? I know I'm not crazy.
If we continue on like nothing happened, then there may be a chance for me to get everything back to how it was someday.
If you say so. Well, since I totally called you out on your secret, can we get some light in here?
I don't trust you yet, but I will offer this concession. Please remove a few boards over on that side. I will take some down over here.
Yes, ma'am. The two of you work in silence, removing just enough boards from the windows so that light can seep in.
As the pallid glow of morning seeps into the store, you notice that you have stirred up a thick layer of dust, which now hovers in the air. But what would cause so much dust to accumulate in such a short time?
The outbreak, or whatever it has, happened a few weeks ago, right? Why is there a decade's worth of dust in here? God!
Anomalous, to be sure. Most dust is dead human skin.
Ew.
I imagine that this place was fortified by any number of survivors over the weeks. Look around you. This store has been ransacked thoroughly, with hardly any food left. Whoever was here is long gone. Still, it does not account for the amount of dust we see.
Also, before I continue on, now I understand why he was saying, like, there's something wrong with her eye. I thought, you guys will see it, like, from our point of view, it looks like her right eye is messed up, but from her point of view, it's her left. Regardless, the really bright peach color eye is the messed up one. I thought that was her normal eye, and her right eye, which we never saw the first image, was messed up. Clearly, my bad. Okay, so it's a mystery. Got it.
With enough boards removed, the two of you turn to face each other in the light. She's definitely wearing a private school uniform, and it's not the same as Jordan's.
What's with the outfit? Go to school around here? And I had no idea that the Undead still have vision problems.
This is what my family's tutor had me wear during lectures. It instilled a stronger sense of discipline, he said. It was also my only clean and pressed outfit left. As for my vision, it has only gotten worse. Everything has a haze around it, like I'm walking through a thick fog. I see better at night because that hazy fog is absent. Perhaps the virus has one's cones decay faster than one's rods.
Time to put the schmooze on her. Your cones look fine. Or should I say you're a science prodigy? Everybody, I don't want to say everybody likes different. I don't know. I've been joke answers. I don't know. Sometimes the joke answers have been hitting. I'm gonna keep going the joke answers. Your cones look fine to me. Your cones look fine to me, especially in that getup. Although I'm not sure what you mean by rods.
You pedestrian pervert! I am obviously talking about my eyes.
Oh, I just realized what I meant by cones. Cones is her chest. I thought her cones were like her eyes. No, don't get me wrong, Kyrie. I knew what you meant. It actually took me a second IRL to realize cones meant something else. I actually didn't know that cones meant a chest. Alright, I learned something. I don't see what's perverted about walking to and fro. Or am I misunderstanding? Now I'm confused. Whatever, I'll stop talking.
How can someone be this moronic? Read a book or eat some raw fish or something. Well, no matter. Now that you're here, just find what you need and leave me alone.
Well then, what to do? I wish I could save. Oh well, I feel like I could have made a better choice. I should have done the science prodigy. I feel like that was exactly what she wanted to get from me. But how else would I have known? I'm gonna go check the newspaper rack.
You spot an old newspaper rack with a few different editions still in stock. One of them in particular catches your eye because of who is featured on the front page.
Dad?
There's an image of your father shaking hands with another scientist, and a third person who looks like a gym rat has a hand clasped on the scientist's shoulders. The headline reads, Breakthrough in DNA Treatment, and a subtitle of, Will Science Rid Us of Phobias and Genetic Faults?
What the hell was he involved in?
The article touches on how certain breakthroughs in animal testing have begun to lend credence to the wild idea that all life can be derived from one common, perfect sequence of DNA. Time went on and the human race expanded. What was often seen as acclamation from societal or environmental factors are now being looked at through a different, more speculative lens.
I'm killing y'all with this dramatic reading, y'all. Come on now, give me a high five. Sorry, gotta do it.
This new view sees all life as becoming imperfect, or moving away from the original DNA sequence. The perfect DNA strand is sometimes referred to as the stem cell of existence, according to this newspaper. The article claims that human testing has begun in order to affirm that this theory holds true when exposed to different humans' DNA. This is after incredibly favorable results were seen in animals all the way up to chimpanzees. The researchers all seem to agree that, in time, most genetic faults could be weeded out before a child is even conceived. Apparently, this is possible due to the removal of any such perceived faults from the parents in a way that prevents them from being passed on. Fringe Science, ahoy.
I was reading that the other day.
Oh god.
Does it not sound like science fiction? and it struck me as odd that they did not list any of the scientists' names.
I don't know why that was a heart, and real life, that scared me. My controller vibrates. My controller vibrates when the hearts pop up. I wasn't expecting it. Oh, really? Man, I wonder who they are. Oh, wait, is maybe Reggie like, oh, I think my dad has a hand in making zombies, and he's like not trying to tell Kairi just in case, like, hey, so my old man ruined things, but you're cute. You want to go out? I kind of feel like it'd probably be like, I don't want to tell people that my dad might be bad. Is my dad the one responsible? My dad might be responsible for this. I don't know. It was a knee-jerk... yeah, see? That's what I'm thinking. It was a knee-jerk reaction to keep your dad's identity to yourself. At least until you figure out whether or not the world ended up suffering because of what he was working on. I remember when scientists said they could help people pick their unborn kid's eye color and stuff. But getting rid of birth defects and hereditary disease entirely?
Indeed. I struggle to suspend my disbelief.
It does make me wonder if it has anything to do with the situation we're in now, though. Kairi seems impatient. Perhaps you should start wrapping up your investigation. Well then, what to do? I'll check the register. You move behind the counter where the cash register still sits. Cash has no real value anymore, you figure, so nobody bothered to break into it. You feel the same way, and instead check under the counter for any missed supplies. Found some skin mags and armor for Junior. Are these yours, Kairi? You hold up a certain pin-up magazine and open a box of fun-sized condoms with a snide chuckle. Kairi winces and turns her head to the side.
As if! Remove that filthy smut and those male contraceptives out of my sight, you heathen!
You're blushing. Not in your sense of humor. Got it. I bet Jordan will probably get a laugh out of that one. You return the items and look around a bit more before giving up. This place might be a total bust. Only now do you notice a door against the far wall, beyond the... Oh, I feel like I should have done other choices. I hope that wasn't a move on one. Crap, I'm gonna have to reload the save and redo this. I feel like there was a few choices with Kairi I should have done. And that I actually think I will do on camera. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. Only now do you notice a door against the far wall, beyond the long defrosted refrigeration units, is what I was going to say. A sign on it reads, Employees Only. You approach it and twist the doorknob, but the door is locked, or rusted shut, or the lock is broken. Whatever excuse is most used to prevent you from exploring behind every door you find. Kairi.
What now?
Have you taken a look in here?
It's locked. I'm not exactly in the best condition to force a door open, so no, I haven't.
Hello, Star. Welcome, welcome. For those of you that's wondering, my patience, my friend Star has popped up. No, so I'm getting the vibe. Okay, so and I assume you've been watching my series so far. I mean, she has tsundere vibes, but Kairi, this girl here who I literally just met like 5 minutes ago, she feels like the tropes in anime, like the class president, like the rule follower. I have no need for jokes. You are a simpleton and I am smarter than you. That is all. Like, she feels like that kind of personality. Plus, she's the rich girl. So, that's what I'm getting from her. For those wondering in the audience, my viewers and patients, my friend Star just joined on my chat. So, say hello, audience. I'm thinking I want to get inside.
Any bright ideas?
If it's locked from the inside, there's only one option, isn't there? You flash her your bravest smile before heroically ramming your shoulder repeatedly into the door. After a few fruitless attempts, it finally gives way, and you stumble into what appears to be the gas station's break room and office. You are immediately greeted by both a thick wave of dust and a horrific stench. Oh man!
My sentiments exactly.
Several dead bodies are sprawled across the floor in various positions. Did they take their own lives? Did something worse befall them? You close the door. What happened here?
We gain nothing from thinking about it. I suggest we move on.
You feel that your business in the gas station is nearing its end, but you can't stop thinking about that room. I can't leave that play Splatfest, Flavor 2 and 3 Splatfest at the moment. Ah, cool beans, cool beans. I was wondering, I was literally about to ask how you were doing, if I haven't asked. I can't leave that corpse party room alone. That's a reference. If I can get over the stench, I bet I'll find something inside. Why else would they have stayed in there?
Perhaps they killed themselves because they ran out of everything.
Or that. But hey, let's try to stay positive.
Fine. Do as you will.
And do I shall. You peek into the room full of bodies again and spy a few items in the far corner, beyond the dead. Before entering, you take a moment to muster up every quark of courage. After psyching yourself up, you tiptoe over the sprawled bodies and acquire a small gasoline can still full with that delightful, flammable fluid just in case. Alright, so we got a war for staying positive. See how that works? Or my awesomeness blind your cones. My sanity is gonna go down to 0. Wait, I'm doing well, just chilling. Have a day off today and tomorrow. The thing that scrap her is cool. My sanity is gonna go down to 0. Gonna suck up retail. Let me tell you something, friend. I understand the feeling. And we gotta prepare for our holiday sales over at where I work, so I understand completely.
I'll admit that you are amusing, but far from awesome.
Hey, that's a step to being attractive. I'll take it. Kairi begins to giggle, but stops herself. It's a start. So, hey, my plan is to drop this off at our truck and then check out the shopping mall. My friends are there, so even if I can't find any coolant, I still need to gather them up before we shove off.
I see. Then you are leaving.
Kairi's gaze turns to her feet, which she shuffles as if embarrassed, or maybe it was just a zombie-related twitch. Well, I'm telling you all that because you're, free to come along if you want.
Oh, is that so? I'll accept your offer. Seeing you bust a door open like a delinquent was fun, and I loathe to admit that I haven't had much fun before.
I can't promise I'll be fun every single day, but I like to think we draw good times like a magnet.
That's fine. I think I'm okay with that.
Good. Alright, shall we go?
Yes, I must grab Cynthia, but otherwise I am ready.
Oh, there's another girl here? Cynthia? Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Is there another girl here? Someone else is here? Kairi runs over to the corner of the store and picks up a pink pencil case and returns to you.
This is Cynthia.
Oh, got it! You went crazy! I mean, I guess it makes sense. You've been in here for so long, you probably need to talk to somebody. I would too. I get you. I'm not judging you, and not just because so far you're definitely my favorite. Disturbing, but I'm not going to go into it. Let's get going. With your new friend in tow, you leave the gas station behind. Buck will probably want to know that nothing worthwhile is in the gas station. Not anymore, at least. I feel there were a bunch of choices I could have done better. I really strongly think I'm going to redo this scene, but I'm going to fast forward it. Unfortunately, I can't do it now because I got to wait until I have control of the game, like save-wise and everything. So I'm not going to save the game. I am going to replay it because there's a bunch of other choices I could have done, and I apologize for leaving you guys out on that. So I'm not going to replay all the way to Pearl of Jordan. I'm just going to replay to Kairi's part because I feel like there's stuff I missed. At this point, I guess I'll just read it, so... Or should I just fast forward? Is there a fast forward button? Okay, alright, never mind. I guess I'll just read this part. You bring Kairi over to Buck's truck, where Buck has his head deep in his vehicle's engine. You shout a greeting, and he grunts a reply without looking up. Please, oh God, tell me that he has his voice, and I don't have to do my terrible southern voice action. Hey Buck, I found another girl. That did it. That did it. Buck shoots his head out of that engine block so fast that he almost smacked himself against the hood of the truck in typical sitcom fashion. But he didn't. Then don't bring it up, game. Don't talk to the exposition. You'll break immersion. Well, crap. He doesn't have a voice. Alright. Well, I'll be damned, shot to death, come back as a zombie, and be damned again. You sure did. This broad looks like she's got more brains than brawn, if you know what I mean. I could take shifts on the job I have now. You could, but it's still gonna hurt, huh? Oh, great. I gotta do her voice now? Oh, no, I don't have a... I do not follow. Nobody ever does, really. Kid, you got yourself an undead harem foreman, and I know you know what that means. No? Ah, screw both of you. Name's Buck, girly. Who are you? Kairi Fujisaki. Oh, that would be such a... I can't do that to Xanthi's voice. But I can't do her voice. Ugh, I just can't. The distance-wise, yeah, retail one's closer, but mentally not good. The job I have is fun. Oh, wait, are you doing both jobs tomorrow, or I'm confused, Star? Damn, girl. You got ice-cold eyes, and... What do you call it? Pink eye? Hey, say something in Japanese for me. I can do her voice, Uwu. Can you? I'll have to add you in. Actually, do you have a PlayStation? Because if so, I would be more than delighted to have, like, you know, more voices do this, because there's only so few voices I can do. Granted, I know it's embarrassing because I do want to break into the voice acting industry, but obviously, as many people can tell, female voices are probably not this deep voice guy's strong suit. But I can definitely do a southern accent. Hey, say something in Japanese for me. I do, but don't go on it. Same on voice acting. I'm still curious, though. It is rude to assume I speak Japanese because of my ethnicity. And I don't read manga, if that was your next question. Also, this is not a pink eye. It is a dead eye. Oh, well, by all means. I mean, at any point, if you want to join me in these goofy voice acting things, you're always welcome. Oh, please, stop. She's a ball of fire, this one. Hanging out in the gas station, huh? Hey, she wasn't sucking gas out of a hose, was she? What? No, I mean, why would you even ask that? Mind if I tell you a story, kid? Wait, can I romance Buck? Can I romance Buck? Maybe I might be bringing into this. I know, you know that reference? Yeah, this game is full of it. I didn't really say it like feel like that. It's full of references. I love it. I'm so glad I was recommended this game, and I am going to play this to the end. I'm so excited. Mind if I tell you a story? You know what? I'll give it to you, Buck. Your stories are sick. No, I mean, your stories are making me sick. Also, yeah, I might take people's chips on my new job. Oh, by all means, if you love it, then sweet, get that paper. But your stories are sick. I would love to hear more about your escapades in this zombie-infested wonderland. Reggie, are you seriously going to humor this zygote? Listen up, girlie, and you might walk away knowing how to do certain things a few more ways than you ever thought possible. I somehow doubt she does. I doubt that even I do. Same here, honestly, but it's a good hook, ain't it? So when I was driving my truck to your neck of the woods, I had to stop and get some gas. As you can see, that's a bit harder now than it was back when things were normal. Most gas stations have all been torn to shit, so you gotta get real good at siphoning gas out of abandoned cars. I think I see where this is going. Really? I'm kind of curious now. I knew you would be, lip smackers. Okay, I gotta seriously think of a better carrier voice. Oh well, I gotta wing it. Now, ain't no way I was gonna suck on a tube that I get a mouthful of fluids, so I combed the highways looking for what I call desperates. You seriously call other survivors desperates, Buck? Hell yeah, I do. I hand them all a tube and an empty white spackle bucket. You know, the type them home potto fellas love so much. Home potto? Home potto? Home potto. Is that supposed to be like a Home Depot reference? I'm really trying to understand these references. There's probably something that's gone over my head, but is Home Potto Home Depot? And yeah, I agree, Star. Fluids? I love it. So I says to them, wait, no, I'm reading that right. So I says to them, if you can get my trunk's tank back to full, I'll take you with me. Then they all scuttle away like ants to siphon gas from me. Interesting way to coax others into doing your dirty work. Ain't that the truth? But here's the kicker. Those dumbasses start killing each other to ensure they be the one to get me my gas. I mean, maybe it was because half of them were bitten and started to turn mid-siphon. But I think that goes to show how desperate some of them were to get out of Dodge. Dare I ask what happened to those who brought you the gas? The folks who came back to me had those huge grins on their blood-drenched faces, and I knew it meant they were targeting me and my truck as their next victims. I figured they took the gas from the ones they killed anyway, so I stole the buckets and left them all behind. Ain't no way I was trusting any of them to ride shotgun. That's actually a very, very observant institution of you, man. That was very brilliant. But what if they really did siphon the gas? Ignoring your taking advantage of them and forcing them to consume gasoline via an unsanitary plastic dongle device. Not you two. Calling it a tube was accurate enough. Huh? Well, that's a good question. I felt bad about it, so I tossed a few buckets of gas out of the window for them to use. I would have told them how to hotwire a car too, but they were definitely ready to kill me. We ended up going in opposite directions, but man, that was an interesting day. Awesome. Thanks for that tale of bravery in the face of a difficult situation. No problemo, smartass. I'm glad you and I found each other. It'd be a dark world if you didn't have a role model after all. Right. I can't believe you listened to this. Oh, that reminds me. We found a canister of fuel in the gas station. That was about the only thing left there. Nicely done. That'll get us to the city for sure. As a reward, I'll let you drive my truck for a bit once we're out of here. I shouldn't have said anything. You re-enter the mall's food court with... It just occurred to me. Pearl gets jealous easily when I hang with Jordan. How is she going to react when I introduce Kairi? Oh boy, this might be rough. Oh well. You re-enter the mall's food court with Kairi in tow. It only takes for a few seconds for Pearl and Jordan to notice that you have brought company. They rush toward you with facial expressions that note both curiosity and annoyance. Well, mostly curiosity, with just a touch of annoyance.
And who's this?
Oh, thank God you have voices. And also, I knew it! I knew Pearl would get jealous!
Did you trick her into following you?
Okay, girls, seriously, give me some slack here.
What a warm reception. Your so-called friends, I take it?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Don't take it personally. If you knew Reggie like I do, you'd understand he does this a lot.
The heck's that supposed to mean?
By this, she means tricking people into doing things for him.
What the hell? Come on, I'm not that bad.
It's fine, don't worry. This was a mutual decision. I am here because I want to be.
So there you have it. Well, introduce yourselves.
Where I come from, it's polite for others to introduce themselves first.
Damn.
Ugh, that? What if I said the same thing to you? Would we just go into an endless circle of demanding introductions?
Huh?
Don't be ignorant.
Uh-oh.
As I am the guest in this party, you should be the ones to welcome me via an introduction.
You're the stranger.
Uh-oh.
Become unstranged by introducing yourself like a normal person.
Is it just me or is anyone else seeing the sparks of anger between these two? Like, you know how in anime they have like like two girls or guys jealous of each other and through their eyes it shoots lightning, but not like, oh, like a spark of romance, but a spark of like, I will end you if you dare come into my turf. That kind of thing. I'm kind of getting that vibe between Kairi and Jordan. Just a bit. Like, Pearl gets jealous, but she's like lovey-dovey jealous, so it's like she passes over quickly. And maybe just both these two are kind of tsunderes. I'm getting some vibes here.
We're not normal, though.
Yeah, my thoughts exactly.
Not now, Pearl.
Kairi I'm so bad. Kairi heaves a sigh, adjusts her glasses, and concedes.
Fair enough. I'm Kairi Fujisaki, daughter of Takehiro Fujisaki, board member of the Fujisaki group that built this very mall.
AKA, she's crazy rich. We learn now. Yeah, exactly what I was about to say.
You can almost smell the pride oozing out of her mouth as she spits out the successes of her family.
Some mall it is now, huh?
And here comes Jordan, immediately causing more fuel to the fire. Damn, that's cold, girl.
Jordan, hush!
My thoughts exactly. You know, I knew you were a zombie, so clearly cold shouldn't be anything to you. But damn, that was a new level of cold.
I'm really sorry about her. She can be kind of a grump. My name's Pearl, and she's...
Jordan.
A pleasure to meet you both. No apology is necessary, as Jordan's words ring true. What my father accomplished means nothing anymore.
See what you did, Jordan?
Alright, yay, introductions are done. That went well. Kairi was in the gas station, and after we got to talking, her coming along made the most sense to us both.
Indeed. As Jordan pointed out, there is no meaning to my remaining here. My family's accomplishments won't get me what I need now. Besides, finding others who are suffering the same complications as I am is a welcome change compared to being alone.
That's a good way to put it.
We're happy to have you. We feel the same way, right, Jordan?
I like your voice better than hers. I mean, I don't know, like, I really like... Well, first off, thank you, that's really sweet of you. Yeah, so the real theme for this is, like, other than me and I'm assuming Buck, I'm guessing most of the characters are going to be zombies? Well, okay, so they're half zombies. I don't know how, but they're like a weird state where they do have zombie parts. Like, you can see, for example, Kairi, the middle girl, her neck is clearly red. And we just explained... Oh, and you could kind of see Jordan's head has a gash in it. Yeah, they're kind of, like, dead, but at the same time still have their sense of selves. I don't know how. I hope the game will explain to me, but whatever.
Yeah, of course. Sorry about getting all up in your face.
Really, stop apologizing.
Huh?
It pleases me to have finally found another with decent intellect in this new world.
I see you have a type? What do you mean by that? She never said that to me.
It's okay, Reggie. I know how smart you try to be.
Try to be? That's not much better. Besides, she's saying both you and I are dumber than a girl with zombie-induced memory loss.
Oh. I guess she is, huh?
Oh, that's what you meant. Uh-huh. Yeah, okay, sure. I'm interested in zombies. Yeah, sure. We can go with that. Yeah, my types are dead people. Ugh, that's so gross. I mean, what did you think? Don't worry about it. Let's move on with the game.
Might I ask how you all found one another?
Well, simply, I looked into their eyes, and I was like, hey, was good. Necrophilia, right? Oh, come on, Star.
Pearl and I are cousins. Reggie lived next door to Pearl for forever.
Yeah, so there's the tropes. We got the childhood friend, we got the rich girl, and we got the tsundere. I wonder what other tropes are in this game, actually.
Yep.
Fascinating. To where are we traveling?
Oh, I never explained, did I? We're looking for my dad and/or a safe place.
Reggie has something that can cure us.
What?
What?
How dare you keep that from me? Distribute it! Heal us right now!
Hey, whoa. Slow down there. I only got a small jar of it. I don't know how much you need to take, how to dispense it. I don't really know anything about it, really. I want to get my dad, a scientist, to look at it. Or, someone else who's qualified. Because clearly letting some random sarcastic dude like me is clearly a bad idea to cure. It's wise to do that.
I can't argue with that logic. At least I can rest easy knowing that a reproducible cure exists. Protecting it is our charge then?
Pretty much.
It's a lot of fun. We get to explore places we couldn't go to when everything was normal, and beat up silly-looking creatures.
My fencing lessons will finally come in handy then. All of that is fun, you say.
Do you need me to get a dictionary? Of course exploring with your friends is fun. Come on, find a weapon and let's get to it.
Right. Welcome to the party, Kairi. Cool, I got a third girl. And we're in a new dungeon. Oh man, hold on. What can I, I can't do it here. What's her stats? I can't tell. Wow, she's got a crazy amount of magic. Well, not that much. Her magic's actually a little lower, but she's got good attack. Oh, she's squishy. Oh, her defense sucks. She's got high resistance. Her luck is alright. Her magic is pretty alright. I think she might be a magic user? Is she a magic type? Considering her health as well, I think we found our mage in the game. Here's the problem, though. Did I get anything new here? No? Okay. So here's the thing. First I'm going to save. I did say I wanted to redo that original Kairi choice. So here's what I'm going to do. I want to see if maybe I can get more affection from it. Because, well, here, let me show you exactly what I'm talking about here. Like, I know Pearl and Jordan are going to be whatever. I'm going to assume that. We're just going to move on with that. But could I have made Kairi's affection higher? Because I feel like I made some wrong choices. And then not at all excuse just to see what else she would have said. So, if you don't want to tune in, you might want to skip like 5 minutes ahead into the video, folks. Otherwise, I'm curious. So I want to see. But don't worry, I'll mash the parts that I've already read. So I'm not going to read them. Apparently mashing...
Silence! I won't repeat myself. Are you friend or foe?
You sound pretty.
How dare you! To be so boorish toward another simply because you fancy the pitch of their voice. Wait, why am I getting so riled up?
I don't know, that got my heart, not gonna lie.
I should...
Alright, let's just get back to the gas station. This is where you're obviously kind of Kairi, who's dead, but alive.
I am... So you...
There's no, like, fast forward button, huh?
In my...
Oh, square.
I don't... Anomalous to this story.
Yeah.
This is as for I see better at night because that hazy...
Okay, so last time I chose her cones are fine. I didn't realize I was talking about her boobs. So I'm gonna do... Are you a science prodigy? family tutor, science uniform. You're a science prodigy, aren't you?
To maintain the honor of my family name, I
Yep.
have to be a leader through my actions and my intellect.
Yeah, see, I knew it. I made bad choices because I goofed off. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, when I first did it before you jumped on Star, I did joke answers because I was like, oh, maybe the joke answers worked. And for some reason, my affection with Pearl and Jordan worked out well. But what I did with Kairi, the thing I did was, your cones are fine. She was talking about her eyes. I think Reggie was talking about her chest. And clearly it wasn't I'm gonna fall for you harder this way. So, here we go. I'll take that as a yes. Note my lack of surprise.
Your surprise isn't my concern. I have very large shoes to fill, so I need to stay on top of my studies, both in and out of school.
I don't know. Some girls just can't take some boob humor. I don't know. Just like some guys can't take dick jokes. Which sucks, because they're funny. Oh well. Well, you know what they say about girls with big shoes to fill.
No, I'm afraid I don't.
Where am I going with this? Me neither.
You're the textbook definition of an idiot. Well, no matter. Now that you're here, just find what you need and leave me alone.
Okay, so I did the newspaper rack, which gave me some romance. So I'm just going to fast forward that. Because she likes the science stuff I read.
I was reading that the other day. Does it not... Indeed.
Okay. I think checking the register is moving on, so let's check the store shelves this time. Actually, yeah, let's check the store shelves. You look over the various shelves in the convenience store. It has been ransacked almost entirely, save for a few leftover microwavable burritos with rice pudding inside. That is the most disgusting thing. And I'm still eating this Fruity Pebbles candy bar. Every time I say it, I gotta take a bite. Ugh, God, it's just so much sugar. My teeth. Who thought mixing those would be a tasty treat? I guess even after the world has fallen into chaos, people can afford to be picky eaters. Leaving the snacks behind, you go on to the aisle that was once filled with automotive supplies. Naught but a dead cockroach and some windshield wiper fluid remain. Since Buck does not require either of these things, you sigh and take your business elsewhere. Only now do you notice a door against the... Oh, what? Oh no, I'm back here!
What now? It's locked.
I should have chatted with Kairi!
My...
Oh!
Okay. Perhaps...
This is the same thing I read.
I see. Oh, is that so?
I should have chatted with Kairi.
Yes. This isn't...
Alright, whatever. I'm not gonna redo it another time. I'll do it on my off hours. Again, though, if you guys do want to see the other choices, please, honestly, let me know. Because right off the bat, if it's something quick that I can do, like, you know, resave and re-go to it, then by all means, I'll reload it. But if you guys really want to see all the possible things, I would be more than happy to be able to do it. I gotta work on my reading comprehension skills anyway, so... And I know you guys are curious. I know technically you could just look it up, but don't you want to just settle with good old Vitamin? Anyway, whatever, let's move on. I got a new girl. I really want to see her, like, stats stuff. I'll do the stories are sick, it's fine. But yeah, going from the stats of Kairi... First off, Xanthihune, I know I love her voice, but, oh man, she's killing as Kairi. And yeah, so we have the class president type, like the rule-following rich girl. I totally vibe with that. We don't need this again.
This?
Did you trick her and...
What do...
Oh,
Bye.
It's fine.
Okay, we got it. Yeah, okay.
We're not...
And I'm not trying to show favoritism. I love them all. I shouldn't say I love them all, because that'd be a bit much. But I like them all very well.
Reggie.
What?
Evenly,
How
even.
dare you?
I don't have a favorite
Do you need...
right now, because they're all got a lot of like good things about them. Okay, let's oversave this. Alright, let me see. Now the question is, what does she have? Kairi's garbage poker? Do some community service whilst protecting yourself? I just don't know what her things are. Oh well, let's go. Oh god. There's 3 entryways? Oh, I know how I can explore. Let me go back to... Oh, that filled in. Kairi wasn't there before. Oh, so the map is changing, so there's more stuff that's adding as we progress. I assume so? Let me go back to the police station. This is just for the sake of seeing what Kyrie's role is in this. Now that I have 3 girls, that's new potential. Alright, what's Kyrie all about? Let's see. She can heal, she has a hard slash attack, she has power thrust, spear, poison chance. Cock your arms back and shoot the spear out in a powerful thrust. Your dominant arm extends fully at the expense of your other arm, releasing its hold of the spear entirely. Why is it poison? Flame, ice, shadow bind. Slow chance. By giving into the darkness, you now have the power to decrease an enemy's movement by stabbing their shadow with whatever you have on hand. And point Dexter. Your ceaseless mocking of one friend causes their eyes to focus with rage, increasing their accuracy. Cannot mock yourself. So it increases their accuracy. Okay, so what role is she? I don't know what her things is. Hello, Labs. Welcomes. I don't know what Kyrie's role is in this game. Like, I thought Pearl was the caster, but I think Pearl's the speed type. I think she's a... I don't know, whatever. Alright, let's go back to the mall. I don't understand, and it's frustrating to me. How you doing today, Labs? I'm going alright. Let's see. The food court is the locus of the mall. The area is located east of it. The food court is locus of the mall. The area is located west of it. The food court is locus of the mall. The area is located north of it. Sears is this way, but it feels more dangerous. So I will go to the east then. Oh, we probably got new dungeons and new enemies. I'm doing lovely. How about yourself? Oh, no. I can't complain. Just busy working. Wow. Hold the phone. New dungeon, eh? Alright, well, here we go. Oh, okay. Well, that was easy. Want to talk about it, Labs?
We can do it.
Rump and dump? Oh, great. Now I got new enemies. I gotta figure out new weaknesses. Alright, well, let's try physical stuff. I'll cut you. I'll whack you. I'll poke you. Weak. Okay, you're weak to cut. And pierce. Weak to cut and pierce, huh? Alright, keep that in mind. I'll defend. Oh, the problem is now I gotta figure out new skills with Kyrie. Gotta set up a new macro.
No!
Ow.
Yeah.
That was hard to deal with.
They've lost.
Not again. Not like your friend from last time, I'm hoping. Please, my audience, please give love to Labs. Not having the best day. I'm sorry. Oh, there's a green cupcake over there.
Get ready, everyone.
What the heck am I looking at? Ew! What is this? Dutch buckalot and Panacea bread bowl? Wait, is that supposed to be like Panera bread bowl? Oh, this is disgusting. Alright, well, as usual. Try the physical stuff, I guess. Oh, she slowed me down. I'm just making a couple once, I'm sorry. By God, you're freaking Aww. Oh, nuts to him. Whatever. What does he know? Let me see. I'm sorry. And just didn't accept your apology? I'm sorry. Let's try fire. Let's try... Oh, actually, no. Let's try electricity. And you try fire.
You're dead.
Nope, not electricity. Like I said from last time, Lavender, if they're not accepting your, oh god, you have a heal. Ow!
Now I'll try.
What I was going to say was, I said this from last time when we talked Labs, that if they're not accepting your apology, this relationships that you have are two-way streets. You can do all your part, but at the end of the day, they have their own issues to work with. It's still rude of them to take their feelings on you. So, you've done your part, and if you want my opinion here. What elements have I tried? I have to try wind. And I am, again, sorry that you had to deal with that. Yeah. Exactly. See, Star gets it. Exactly what I'm saying. You've done your part and apologize. If they don't get it, then that's on them. Try Shadowline.
Now you're gonna get it.
Alright, it's weak to wind.
This should work. No.
Man, it's weak to wind? Yeah, you know always that you have a welcome place to vent. Yes, exactly. Star, you know him. Also, I need wind for this? Oh god, this sucks. Alright, well, what about you? I'll fight the gross bread bowl thing.
How's this?
Alright, you're weak to fire. Oh, stop it! That's why I hate this
This should
freaking...
work.
Oh god, what a miss. New enemies, man. I hate this. But luckily, I know at least you're weak to fire. Which I have 2 of.
You're dead. Ah!
As long as I don't die.
This should work.
Maybe.
No.
I'm weak to Kyrie's weak to electricity? This is bad. I'm wasting all my energy on you guys. Well, I don't know. Just learning process.
How's this?
Whatever weapons I need to fight. Okay, the Red Bull's done.
Take this.
Now I'll try.
Oh, weak to fire. I need to explain differently because I have ADHD and autism. I need help understanding. And what? He still didn't even take the time to just see your point of view on things? Also, they're both weak to fire? I gotta remember.
How's this?
Then I don't know. I don't think that's worthy of a friend.
They've lost.
Also, that was rough. Also, yeah, I thought so. Kyrie's, like, squishy. I think she might be a glass cannon. Because she seems to maybe hit hard and heal. Sorry, hit hard. Yeah, she looks like she hits hard and has good magic. But is squishy as hell. So I think she's like a glass cannon. Also, it occurred to me, why do I still have the garbage equipment? I personally need to get out of here. How do I get out of here? Yeah, I'm curious as well. What joke was bad? Also, I figured something out. I did do my off hours. I did the to explain for people. Now, well, I guess it was kind of obvious. I might have figured it out. Just want to say real quick. Those sub events that you see there means that there are different events for the girls that I can get. The little exclamation marks. So there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 events with the girls out here. Just want to toss that there real quick. Okay, mark this. Facts. You already know what you're getting with me. This place is nice and simple. Yeah, just look at Buck. He's the man that you always want to have by your side. Oh, if that's the case, hold on now. Wait. Whoa. That might be a bit much, Labs. Hold the phone there. Looks snazzy, sexy, and a little bit saucy with these bearded croaky specs. I feel like I should give that to her. Party setup. Oops. No, I guess not. Are you Kingdom Hearts referencing me, Star? Wait, I have to go into the world to change my equipment? Oh, that's lame. I want to change up Kyrie's stuff. Actually, the ID badge is better. I guess Kyrie's whole thing is supposed to be glass cannon. That's what I'm guessing here. Stop it. Her name is Kyrie, but I prefer this Kyrie over the Kingdom Hearts Kyrie. Come on now. Yeah, I think I gotta give her a better equipment. Is this better? Oh, it's slightly better. I What if I could have done better with her affluence? I'll find out off camera. Also, it just occurred to me, this whole video, I thought I'd be doing some battling. I didn't even realize this whole video has been me just chatting this whole time. And I'm almost at my limit. I got like 6 minutes still, but what am I gonna get in 6 minutes? Yeah, I guess this episode was... Well, then again, I am playing a visual novel. Wait, what does it say? Feeling dead, bragging... No, feeling dead, dragging, survivors got you down. Shable on into Gray Matter Cafe. Why did I say cafe like that? That... What does it say? Gloomy Cafe? This game... Okay, real quick. Macro, I gotta figure out... Does Kairi have any skills? Oh, nothing than the same. Alright. Like I said, Labs, at the end of the day, you've done your part. You've apologized, so there's nothing more you should have to do. If he can't accept the apology, then nuts to him.
Guys!
Oh, come on, I'm not slower. What the heck is the crab? Ow. Ow. Oh, what are you doing? Leave Kairi alone. Okay, well at least I beat the old lady, which I now realized has a sign going through her chest. In any case, I should be able to know what attacks are weak to it. So it's weak to slash attacks, physical attacks. Yeah, that's all I got. At night, because there was a man following me, my sister, my mom, I'm still being blue. On top of that, that's a lot. That's a bit much. Labs. Maybe they even see that. No, still nuts to that. I don't know what you're weak to. I guess I'll start attacking the crab. Ow!
You're dead.
Oh, you got a lot of health. Oh, you're confused though.
No. Take this. Huh.
You weak to pierce attacks. Oh, you're both faster than me? Ow!
No.
Ow! Hang in there, Jordan. Man, my EE can go crazy high. But now comes a problem where I don't know what you're weak to. As if they were offended by a remark that they are saying the statement might have resulting in hurting more. And that's good, you apologize, because you want to reassure them that there was no ill intent to begin with. Oh no, you're quite fine. There's another statement might have some truth, resulting in hurting more. And that's good, you apologize, because you want to reassure them that there was no ill intent to begin with. Yeah. Like I said, you've done your part and apologized. And clearly it's not like you did it with malice or any kind of like, oh, I'm just gonna be a jerk because I don't like you, blah, blah, blah. No, I think it's... Okay, I'll admit, it may not be the wisest thing for me to say because I don't know you outside of, you know, reading and talking to you from chat. But I know you're a nice girl, Lab, so I know for sure... Well, I've seen you a bit. But I know you're not the type of person that would do something to make someone uncomfortable like that. But that's enough rambling out of me. Let's see. I don't know what you're weak to. You're a crab, right? So I'm gonna try electricity, because that seems like it makes sense. I'm gonna try power thrust.
I'll get ya.
Nope, didn't work. You're weak to slash attacks, though. Wait, you're weak to slash attacks way more than normal attacks. Hold the friggin' phone, what am I doing? Then maybe fire? No apologies, sorry, what to do. You've done enough! You've done enough, Labs. It's quite fine.
No.
Ow! Oh, I forgot to heal Jordan. No, we're good.
They've lost.
Yeah, these enemies are rough. This dungeon is no joke. It's okay, Jordan. No need to cry. I got you. You don't deserve them tears. Oh, come on, Jordan. Smile a little bit. It's not worth the attention, because now at the end of the day, it's just like he's just trying to get attention out of you. No! I don't want to deal with the cupcakes. The cupcakes are evil. My server want them out. Then just kick him out. Kick that guy out. Man, I know my YouTube audience is going to be wondering. I do apologize, folks, but at the same time, if you really want to understand more about this, you could always go to my Twitch and follow out. Or at least wait for at least a month or two before I hopefully get the money for an Elgato, so that way we all can see chat together. Because I know you guys would have way better advice than a simple vitamin like me. I don't want to touch this green cupcake, because every time I do, bad things happen. Don't worry, you're about to feel a lot better, because you don't have to deal with eating a green cupcake and monsters coming at you. Ugh.
We can do it.
Who are these guys? Hit barista? Well, don't know what to do, so hard slash. Whack. Power thrust.
You're dead.
Alright, you're weak to whack attacks.
Ow!
And ow!
Get it?
Holy crap, that did a lot of damage.
No.
Yo, they killed Jordan in 2 hits!
Die.
See, I told you, the green cupcake's bad. Please kick him out, though. Why would you... Never mind, I was about to say, don't subject yourself to pain like people. If someone's causing you negativity, cut that person out of your life. It ain't worth the energy. Also, they freaking killed Jordan, and I still don't know what they're weak to. I tried slash attacks, right? Oh, God, I'm messing up something fierce. I'll try ice. And you try... shadow? Darkness, I guess, is what this element is? Nope, not ice. Nope, not darkness. But I slowed you down, though. Ow!
Ow!
Double ow! Oh my god, I'm about to lose 2 of my friends. Hang on, I got you. You can first aid, right? Never mind!
Inconceivable.
Take this. No.
This sucks. Ow.
Take this.
Oh, come on, Pearl!
No.
Pearl became paralyzed and can't use physical skills. Oh my god. I might actually die here.
Use this.
Ow. Ow. You gotta shake off the paralysis. Come on, just like Lavender, we got this. Fight the pain.
Here.
Okay, I can fight physically back again. I gotta get at least get rid of one of you. One of you I can make something work here.
No.
I'm about to die.
No.
I'm dead. I'm dead! Oh! All my item... Oh, what? That's new. The girls have failed to protect Reggie. He is quickly overcome and consumed by the monsters. Oh! Oh, and here on out I die, so that is the cure. Reggie, you gotta do something, man. Oh, God. Am I really gonna end the video like this? I have to. It's already 2 hours. Oh, God. I'm so sorry. Alright, well, from here on out, I'll have to do better. I'm not a quitter. But it really does suck because I legitimately have to stop because it's been 2 hours. I at least gotta beat them. Let me beat them at least. I'm going straight to them. Screw this. Which one of those green cupcakes was it? Was it that one? It was that one. It was this one to the side. Wait, where's the cupcake? You! You!
Here goes.
I'm beating you. This is happening. Thank you, y'all. Thank y'all. Okay, I'm figuring out your weakness. Physical attacks or whatever. Blunt attacks don't do much. Ice sucks. On the bright side, I really can do Lisa's voice in Genshin Impact. You know, at some point, I'm gonna have to hear that. I talked about Star with this, that I need to incorporate female voices because I can't do female voices to save my life. I'm gonna try Wind. I'm gonna try Electricity. I'm gonna try this again because I hope I can Poison.
How's this?
Nope.
Get away.
They're weak to Wind.
This should work.
No.
God, it does so much. Damn. Well, it's Jordan. Okay, they're weak to Wind though. Not that Wind does much. Don't be like that.
Get away!
Ow!
No!
Leave Jordan alone!
Now I'll try.
Alright, you're poisoned. Alright, you heal. You defend. Let me slow you down so you can't do as much.
Stay strong.
I would love the voices to vitamin be an honor. Oh, you read to poison? Ooh, I saw that. I love the voices to vitamin. Ow. You'd be honored. I would be honored. Let's, cause I know I said I was gonna be doing more about this. So, it may not happen tonight, but Lavs, one of my videos, let's chat about it. I really want to do that. I think it'd be super fun. Because I can't do female voices at all. I really wish I can. I really wish I could. It's time for Flame Slash. Then you heal.
I'll get ya!
Oh, you're not weak to fire. Wait, why did she go first? Oh god, Pearl! Oh, he's not slowed. But he's still poisoned, though. Hard slash. First aid you. Poison you.
Fine.
Ow. Ow.
Take this!
I'm hoping to poison both of you. You seriously need healing. I don't know what would be smarter here. Actually, no, because Pearl does the most damage. Hard slash. Gotta pick up Kyrie.
Fine.
Eat yours.
No.
Ow! Get away! Got it!
Got one. That's a lot of effort, but we got one nonetheless. Ugh, I can't do the macro because Kyrie's not faster. Wait, maybe I can. Nope, I can't. Jordan's just faster. Why? Okay, then fine. You do this. You do flames. Nope, doesn't matter. Can't do macros.
Now,
Just gotta pick Pearl up.
Stand still.
Now!
get away!
You keep hard slashing. You heal yourself. Poison dust this fool.
Don't quit now.
You better not die.
No.
Ow!
Now you're gonna get it.
The streamer with a soothing voice. Who? Who's the streamer with the soothing voice? I want a name.
Fine.
I'm so over my time.
Now I'll try.
Come on, man, I gotta get some food. Ah! You say a streamer with a soothing voice, immediately cut to a guy going ooh and ah every 5 seconds. Heal.
Fine.
Don't be like that, Jordan. You need to survive.
Ow.
Ow.
Now you're gonna get it. Yes!
Alright, phew. I got my revenge.
Did it.
That was so not worth it. Oh, dear God. Alright, what do I do now? I need to leave. Oh, it was for a romance event? You know what? I think that's a good way to stop it. Right here. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to go off camera, redo those choices, and find out. But no, I am over my limit. I was supposed to stop. I'm not usually supposed to do over 2-hour videos, especially because I do have to upload these videos to YouTube. And unfortunately, I don't have any editing capabilities because I suck. Sorry-ish. But at the same time, I guess the fact that you guys throw views at me, which I assume was full views and not just people looking at my videos for 5 seconds, then you guys don't mind. So, with anything considered, thank you everyone for tuning in. This was a very talk-heavy episode, which makes sense because it's a visual novel. Gotta give a round of applause to Lavender. So, to give context, because I know people are going to be wondering what I was talking about. You guys on YouTube, you don't get it, so bear with me. I have a lovely friend named Lavender who's being, for lack of a better term, bullied by this one guy. There was a bit of bad, let's say bad communication and jokes between the two. We're not going to point the blame here, but this person did not accept her apology when she was being genuine, and was kept harassing her and bullying her about it. And myself and Star, or Star and I, depending on your grammar capabilities, were basically telling her, no, you've done your apology, you've done your part, move on. You can't have negativity in your life. So let me tell that to all you guys. If you have someone like that, I understand that you may love and dedicate them, and by all means, I'm not going to stop you from loving them or caring them. I want to be able to, like, put the bad stuff under the water, to move on and have a good, healthy relationship with them. But there are some people in this world that are just going to be negative, so I apologize. And I know you're not going to get much from me when I say this, but I'm genuine when I say this. You have to take care of yourself. Don't let negativity ruin your happiness. You are entitled to that and much more. I am dead serious when I say this. Please, don't let such negativity be in your life. I'm not going to be one of those that's saying, like, life is too short and all that, or YOLO or all that things. But by all means, seriously, do not let such negativity in your life. I cannot begin to tell you how exhausting it is to have that in you. And I'm not going to go ranting about this on a cheery Undead Darlings visual novel playthrough. So, there. I've said my piece, so now I'm going to do my usual tagline. Thank you all for tuning in. Yeah, this was a very chat-heavy episode, in more ways than one. Apologize for dying, but yeah, you get to see the stakes are rough, because if I die, I lose my stuff, and I guess I lose the cure. So there's that. But on the bright side, we have the cute new Kyrie. I apologize, Miss Hyun, if you say your name right, Miss Xanthi. I know your work. I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, you just basically know it. I love your work. I think you're a great actress amongst everyone else. And here it goes, somebody saying I'm just basically simping for her. Whatever. Thank you all for tuning in. I hope you all have a great time. I hope that this episode was really nice. I hope you guys don't mind bearing with my quote-unquote vitamin skills. There is no need to apologize, Labs, because I love having you, as I love having Star. I love having everyone on board. And yeah, I hope to see you guys in the next episode, where we'll find out what this romance event is. If you see my stats change in health-wise, it's probably because I'm literally about to leave, heal myself, and get back here. So, by all means, thank you all for tuning in, and I hope to see you guys in the next episode. But otherwise, you know what to do, folks. Have a stressful day or night. Come take a chill pill, and come relax with Vitamin. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Farewell, Star, and farewell, Labs.